This is why, like, I honestly, I do not recommend, if you're a brand new Warframe player, I do not recommend playing with other people as much as possible. Like, there gonna be some missions like interception, whatever. Okay, play that with other people. But in my opinion, you should really not play with other people right now. The reason is this game is like, it's pretty old, right? It's like, well, it's like 10, 12 years old, right? It's like 2013 was released. It is very rare for you to find, to go into like a game and be like with other people of a similar, like, brand new players, right? You always gonna get like the one or two guys that are like, they know what they're doing, and they're just gonna be flying through the mission, and you really like, it takes away from your experience. Like when you're doing relic, it's one thing. Like you found relic, it's whatever if you get rushed through them, but you really don't get to experience the game. And even worse off, let's say right now he's playing with his friends, with his friend, right? The friend's providing like a lot of overguard, whatever. This guy's never feeling in danger, right? Even if he doesn't do a lot of damage, like you saw, like it took him a while to kill one of the husks, right? Tusks, actually, whatever they, like the guy with the sniper rifle. Took him a very long time to kill him with his primary, right? But it doesn't matter because his friend just killed like the rest of everyone while he was busy killing the one guy. So it might feel good. It's like, oh yeah, man, like meaningful combat. But bro, if you were shooting that guy with and no one was around you to help, there would be like, you would be swarmed by enemies and die, right? But right now he doesn't feel it because he's playing with somebody who's playing a Dante who provides 40,000 overguard. Okay. Um, Again, I don't even know if Dante can provide energy to his team or anything like that. Maybe he can, like with some arcane or something, because like he's using Excalibur, like the fourth ability on his frame, like very often, and it's like, where is this energy coming from, right? So I don't know. I just don't recommend playing with other people. Obviously, like if you're playing a game because you want to play with your friends, and your friends are carrying you, that might be different. And like you only played with your friends, might be different. But like right now, his experience after playing with his friend, if he goes into like solo missions, like because there will be solo missions, there will be missions he will have to do alone because there's just like either a timing thing, like it just happens that no one is queuing for this, or it's just a mission that no one needs to do, like just like the random interception or the random hijack in order to do your star chart, right? In order to do your not star chart, like to go into another plant, you need to do like a hijack mission. Nobody does those. I had to do those. Solo hijacks are fucking hard, right? Um, for solo, probably the hardest thing to do as solo is hijack because it drains your shield and you need like to figure out your build properly. Again, luckily I kind of know what I'm doing to an extent, so it's like I managed to figure it out. I figure out which frame would be better for me to use it on. I figure out that I should be using the shield regeneration mods. This is not something I expect from a brand new player to do, right? So when he's gonna play without his friend, without figuring anything out, he's not gonna have a very good time because right now he's getting carried hard. And it's like as soon as he drops into solo, it's not gonna be a good time for him, in my opinion. Again, I love it. Like he's showing off to his friend, like here's cool shit you can do, whatever. I love it. I love doing that too with my friends, like trying to hype them for the game and stuff. But I feel like you might ruin your friend's experience doing it, right? Like just, especially if it's like a mission that is important for him, like moving him forward towards the end game. Obviously, if he's helping him, like carrying him throughout the whole fucking thing, maybe that would be probably like a bit different. But like, yeah, I think this is what ruins a lot of games for people, like getting so hard carried by stuff, and the person who's playing, like right now, he's excited that he's clicking one, he's gliding and slashing and stuff like that, and it looks really cool and feels really nice. That feeling goes away, and then you'll be left with, I feel so weak and there's so much shit I have to figure out, and like now I have to go back and do shit that I already did, even though you know you didn't do it alone. It still feels like you already did it and you don't want to do it again, kind of thing. So bro, like this is where you're like overloading people with fucking information. Again, to each his own, but like that he's not gonna use this for the next like at least month probably, unless he's like a he is like an active streamer and all he does is play video games. He's not using this in the next month, right? Like this is useless information for him.
No.
2 months.
Ooh.
And then it'll give you a challenge to unlock it.
Now, what's cool is I don't know if he's the one editing or like he has an editor or whatever, like maybe Sensei's editing, I don't know. But it's cool that he went out of his way to find it. But again, he's not gonna be using Rivens. Shit, I think I use like 1 Riven on 1 weapon, and I have like over 1,000 hours in the game. Right? This is not something something you should be using, but I don't think most people are like too invested in Rivens. They're just too expensive for them. Like you change weapons too often to like actually maintain them. In my opinion, it's extremely hard. It's like Rivens is literally like the min-maxing of Warframe that you don't really need, but like you can if you want, right? You really don't need Rivens for like anything, but it's a nice thing to min-max with, right? But like, and this is where like the hardcore RNG lottery system goes into play, which again, I think it's good that the system is in the game. I just don't think vast majority of people would be interacting with it actively because it's just so hard to get the Riven you want. It is really cool that in the upcoming update, you are going to basically instantly get an Autonata, and that you don't need to farm the Necromech and the Railjack for the... Actually, no, you still need the Railjack, I believe. Railjack, but like Railjack is just a quest, right? It's not a farming thing. It's just you do a quest in order to be able to do New War. But you don't need to do the mech for New War is fucking huge. That means people who just joined the game can... And also they're streamlining the star chart. So, and I believe they're just removing Railjack missions from like the requirements for the star chart. So that means you can easily get like to the brand new content if you like within a week of just like playing, right? What is that? Of just like if you're playing for a week, you can easily get up to like 1999. Obviously, you're not gonna have all the shit, but you can get it. And also, New War provides you with all the weapons you need to even be able to do that content. So you're completely fine with just the quests. So you can just go into the game, knock out the quests literally like step by step. Practically no grinding as far as I understand of like, running the same map, running a certain bounty over and over to get a certain thing, or running like the vaults, whatever, like none of that. And you can get all the way to like endgame. It is fucking amazing. I actually want to make a brand new character to see how long it would take with the new system to go from 0 to 1999.